Hello and welcome to San Diego Market Watch, where we bring you timely, accurate information about the real estate market in San Diego County. Today is March 2nd, 2023, so we have made our way all the way through January, all the way through February. Now we are into the last month of the first quarter of 2023, and the real estate market in San Diego County continues to defy expectations despite negative reporting by media outlets. This week in particular, the Union Tribune decided to tell you that housing prices and sales sink. And, you know, if you look at certain statistics in a bubble, you can make this, it's a pretty bold, not only is it a bold statement, but the headline is big and bold. And if you looked at the headline, you'd get the idea that, wow, prices are really coming down and sales are in the toilet. And they're looking at January. Why they're coming out with an article at the end of February about January home sales, I don't know. However, I will tell you that January's closed sales were December's pending sales, which were a bit down. If you look here, in December, yes, closed, well, pending sales, look what pending sales did between November 30th and December 28th. They went down. December was one of the slowest months we've ever seen, and the Union Tribune is accurate in saying that the least number of closed sales in San Diego County in 35 years. However, we also saw new listings going straight downhill, and closed sales, pending sales, everything going straight downhill in December. And they're writing this article at the end of February, and look what happened at the beginning of January. New listings shooting up, pending sales shooting up, closed sales remaining flat or declining because of December's pendings. Remember that this month's closed are last month's pendings, so it is a lagging indicator. But if you look at what happened between December 28th and the end of January, new listings took off like we would expect them to at the beginning of the year, but pending sales outpaced new listings by quite a bit, and pending sales continue to outpace new listings. And now look what's happening. Is the UT going to report that closed sales are once again on the rise? I doubt it, because they are interested in scary headlines and selling newspapers. What we're interested in here on San Diego Market Watch is giving you accurate information. I'm not telling you that the real estate market is I'm not saying it's improving. I'm not saying it's getting worse. I'm not saying it's going to go up. I'm not saying it's going to go down. I'm telling you what is happening right now in real time. So yes, closed sales now for the last week outpaced new listings, and pending sales outpaced new listings. And of course, homes for sale continue to decline. As I've said, every day, just about every day since the middle of November, homes for sale decline. People are hanging on to those low rates that they got, and they are staying in their homes longer because they've got the rate. People are staying put. They interviewed a realtor here in this UT article, and she says that the only time the phone rings is because someone died or someone is moving out of state. That's the only reason people are selling homes. Not true. There are many, many home sales that occur for reasons other than somebody dying or somebody moving out of state. People are still moving around. They're just not doing as much of it because of the fact that there aren't as many homes for sale, so it's much more difficult to find yourself a replacement home if you want to move up or move down. And you've got that great rate, most likely. People are not losing their homes right now like they were in 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, how bad are things really? Not that bad in my estimation, but, it makes it tough for buyers, of course, because prices, there's still a lot of upward pressure on prices. And the realtor they interviewed in this article goes on to say that homes are still getting multiple offers, but they're not getting bid over asking price. And that is really anecdotal information. That is not real hard and fast data. In my recent experience, homes are getting not only multiple offers, but in excess of 10 offers, and are being bid over asking price. But my experience is limited to the 2 or 3 houses that I've sold in the last, 30 or 40 days. So, we are, when I say we, I'm talking about the UT, is taking one data point, closed sales. They're talking about median price as well, talking about how it's been dropping for 8 months. So let's talk about that. What's going on here? I need to. There we go. Click to the next slide. Okay, so this is interest rates. We'll get to median price. So the average rate for the last week is pretty ugly, really, 6.65. It's up again as inflation is a bit higher than expected and anticipated, and so lenders are tightening the belt, preparing for that next Fed rate increase. I have other thoughts on inflation, but I'll leave those for some other time. But look what happened to pending sales, even with rates going up over the last couple of weeks. Pending sales did decline, but then they flattened out and increased. So, yeah, buyers are rate sensitive, but not that rate sensitive. Although I will say, if new listings do start to outpace pendings, if this number of homes for sale does go up and rates stay here, it's not going to be good. But I hope that rates are gonna normalize a little bit and get back down, closer to high 5s, low 6s where they were, because that seemed to be a pretty good spot for the market. But yeah, let's talk about that median price. Yes, it went down for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They say it went down 8 months in a row. Technically, it didn't, because we had this little uptick here. But look what happened between, let's see, these are the numbers for January. Yeah, between December and January, the median price actually increased just a tiny bit. So to say that the median price has been declining 8 months in a row isn't exactly accurate. But again, they're trying to sell newspapers. And, bad news sells better than good news. And I'm not saying it's all good news in the real estate market, but what I am saying is that these are the numbers. These are the numbers, and they don't lie. So that is what's happening in San Diego real estate this week. If you like this content, please remember, like, share, subscribe, comment, tell your friends. The more subscribers, the more comments, the more likes we get, the more we can keep delivering this content to you week after week. So we do appreciate your support. So with that, I will say thank you very much, and feel free to tune in to our Friday show, much more casual, much less information, or much less fact-based. You might hear some opinion. You might not like all the opinions. But, we're just having fun on Fridays, so come on by. We'll be live around 6 p.m. on Friday on Facebook, and then, that goes to YouTube and everywhere else. And you can watch that anytime, doesn't have to be live. Anyway, thanks a lot. Have a great weekend if I don't see you, and we'll be back next week. We will, with more neighborhood real estate update. And we will be back next week with the February market review, because the data is coming out. So we'll have it for you here first, and you won't have to wait weeks and weeks for the UT to tell you what happened in February, because we're going to tell you at the beginning of March instead of the end of April. Anyway, that's it for now. Take care. See you soon.